What's your name?
MC.
What's your research theme?
Pretty much human systems interaction.
What's your background?
Well, you know, that could be a scary topic, but generally speaking, my formal education background is in interdisciplinary research PhD, supervising computer science. And what that means is that I actually had to complete the PhD requirements for 3 disciplines, including computer science, to get my degree. Not what I'd recommend to any of the people at home.
And can you describe your research in 30 seconds or less?
No, but I'll try to be as close to it as I can. Human-computer interaction, generally speaking, tries to look at how well we interact with information systems, because it's about computers usually. It's, can we do a task with a computer? What does it mean to do that task well? And what does that look like? So there's been lots of methods developed to try to figure out how to design things better for one-to-one interaction of us with a machine. But as computers have started to move off the desktop into our back pockets, into the environment, the kinds of questions that we're starting to ask in research are a little bit different. It's not just, how do I do this design better to get better performance out of this task, like being able to print a document faster or in fewer steps or whatever. It's starting to look at questions of, how do we actually engage with human behavior? Can we design information systems to support ways of doing things that, if we had a coach or a personal assistant or a guide, that might make life easier for us. So a lot of people right now might be trying to lose weight, for instance, and rather than paying for a coach, they might pick up an app in the App Store and say, can this help me? The kinds of research questions we're looking at, though, is, does that really work, for one thing? Can we actually get technology to design to help us better? And what would the methods look like if we wanted to generalize that to sort of first principles of how can you actually know what characteristics you need to look at in order to make an environment better, not just a single act with a computer application. So that's sort of the focus of the work.
And can you show us how to deadlift a 48 kilo kettlebell?
At least once. Okay. So the proper form for deadlifting anything is to make sure that your back doesn't round on the way down, so you want it to stay relatively curved, or what's called a neutral position spine. You're getting your kneecaps over your ankles so that you're not moving to squat down and pick up like this, but you're actually moving your butt backwards to kind of hinge, because you're going to come up using the force of your hamstrings to power you through into that movement. Let's see if I can do it without hitting the desk. So turn this around. So that's a crappy deadlift. Let me show you a good one. So back here, hamstrings are tight, and I'm pushing through with the hips. And then what we would be doing with this, if we were actually using it to work out with a bit more rather than just pick it up and down, is swing it. And again, you'll notice it's exactly the same movement of getting the butt back and the hips forward. And that is a 48 kilogram kettlebell swing by one small white chick.